I'm Father Peter, channel 5 o'clock news today, Saturday evening, February 20th, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I have 5 o'clock news today. They're on this Saturday evening. Top story at 5 o'clock on this Saturday evening is Las Vegas, where Hillary Clinton faced a powerful challenge from her rival Senator Bernie Sanders of Nevada's Democratic caucus vote Saturday, with a vote too close to call, with roughly 1/3 of precincts reported. While the spotlight for the presidential race turned to Republicans in South Carolina and Democrats in Nevada on Saturday, has since started in the first of the South primary in 1980. South Carolina Republicans have prided themselves on picking the eventual GOP winner. Justice Santos Keller was briefly offered by his son Paul and Washington's political and legal lead on Saturday in a formal but simple funeral mass in the American Catholic Church's grandest venue. Evaluate the main Syrian opposition group said Saturday that it is ready to in principle to implement a provisional truce slamming Russia and the Syrian government after a deadline set for the temporary cessation of hostilities passed. American warplanes hit an ISIS camp in Libya where foreign fighters had engaged in the defense treaty, White House Press Secretary Josh Ritter said. As Port Francis passed by, one man violently told the tale as he walked partway from his hotel. He took the expressway. He came to see the Papa, and he said he played for a little money. London. Prime Minister David Cameron on Saturday called on June 23rd referendum on membership of the European Union that could have far-reaching consequences for Britain's unity and for the viability of the world's biggest trading bloc. Kampala, Uganda. Young Ireland President Yoweri Museveni, one of America's most prominent allies in East Africa, routed his opponents in the country's presidential election to fight widespread international criticism of Thursday's vote and concerns about it. Tropical Cyclone Winston approached the Fiji's capital, largest city, Samoa, on Saturday. It's the most powerful storm ever hit the island nation. Samuel Wildenberg last survived in a Tribeca, the Nazi camp in Poland, where it was occupied at 875,000 people were systematically murdered in the state in Israel at the age of 93. In Eggerton, Missouri, the deaths of 4 people in the Northwest Missouri fire are being investigated as possible homicides, but there are no suspects in 40 days said Saturday. The nation's governors reached a strong warning from a panel economist on Saturday that a recession is likely within the next year, but the state's preparation for a potential economic downturn depends largely on whether the party the governor belongs to. Jackson, Mississippi, one law enforcement officer was killed and 3 were wounded early Saturday after a 6-hour-long standoff in a rural Mississippi house ended when a 40-day storm the house and the gunman inside opened fire, 40 days said. Davis, West Virginia, a 40-day say a ski lift malfunctioned and whistled in West Virginia, temporarily stranded about 100 skiers and injured 2 of them. Hong Kong, as China's economic world intensified, the nation's top securities regulator appeared to have the support of the Communist Party leadership in its efforts to stabilize the stock market's faltered and in some cases made matters worse. New York, with next week's calendar full of economic data releases and speeches by economic policymakers. Investors have been poised to watch the Federal Reserve for clues about the U.S. Greenville, North Carolina, in June 2014, the IRS seized $153,097.99 from Ken Cran's bank account. His life savings didn't even know. He did nothing wrong. U.S. stock scores big on Friday, mostly shaken out pressure from declines in oil prices to post their best weekly gain of the year so far. A lock of John Lennon's hair was prepared for a movie role in the Soto's auction for $35,000. This year's host of the MTV Movie Awards has been announced at 9 over 10. Dwayne, Rock Johnson, and Kevin Hart. Christine Figueres' ability to bring opposite sides together has been a hallmark of her 6-term tenure as UN climate change. Miami, California, Virgin Cadillac is about to face its most serious challenge to date. The time that fulfill is equivalent to pioneer private sector human space flight that's going in alone without assistance from another firm. William Parker was nearly 7 hours on a routine trip to the control room when he thought he saw a flash on the screen. Chevron's unique service could result from a subterranean ocean that froze over time. The moon has some of the deepest and longest chasms in the solar system. Although HIV diagnosis rates have remained stable for the past few years, in Virginia there is growing concern that Royal County is seeing a disproportionate number of new cases. Researchers have determined a way to differentiate the active form of TB bacteria from its latest latent form in a diagnosis that's able to be performed in both urban and rural areas around the world. New York scientists suspect that outbreak of the Zika virus is beyond the search of rare birth defect in Brazil, but how long are they going to prove it? A decade-long study was conducted at diverse medical facilities across the United States to check the impact of stents and surgery on heart patients. Peter Chaladusa, 505. Time for spot support here. Thank the Boston Bruins beat and the Dallas, taking on the Dallas Stars. 1 NHL score to report it, the Tampa Bay Lightning defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-2. Dallas police say they could have concluded domestic violence investigation of Cleveland Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel by late next week. Capital North Carolina stretched at 16 points and 15 rebounds. The number 4 North Carolina regrouped from their emotional loss and rival Duke by running. Miami 96-31 to take the ACC lead. Phoenix and Houston Falcons were this way going and also break the high expectations, but they dropped 3 straight and fallen below 500. Peter Chaladusa, Bazell, 5:06 p.m. on this Saturday evening. Here's time now for Trevor Report here. Let's study off down around here where okay, take a look at Rhode Island here, where 6 tank connector is so from Route 6 to the Route 95. 95 in the northbound side, rules around 6 tank connector here. We got an accident here on 195 in the eastbound side around the Fox Point Bridge in Providence, so expecting delays here. 95 in the northbound side, rules around in Providence Street in the Norwood, so expect some delays here. Mass back in both ends, also around Route 120 in Weston, San Francisco Expressway, southbound side, also doing an accident on 93 southbound side around Fredericksburg Parkway in Braintree doing an accident. So it's slow from Quincy all the way up to the split. 120 in the northbound side will slow from the split all the way to Route 37 here. 93 in the northbound side will also over the Boston stretch to the Typical Tunnel here. 120 in the southbound side, so from 95 all the way up to Route 93 in Redden doing an accident on 90. 120 in the southbound side before Route 28 in Redden, and also it's slow for the Burlington stretch around Route 3 here. I-91 on the northbound side, on the southbound side, also from Route 21 Springfield to Route 57 in Agawam here. Alton, Connecticut here, 95 on both ends, also in Western Norwalk here. But otherwise, highways in Connecticut are looking good except for Wilbur Cross Parkway. A little slow around Route 8 in Burlington here. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow for the Stratford stretch. 95 on the southbound side, a little slow after I-91 in New Haven, Connecticut here. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine highways are looking good except on I-87 on the southbound side. A little slow after the Canadian border, plus for New York and I-89. Southbound side, slow after that Canadian border here. And Maine trip out 95. Maine trip out looking good from York to Augusta via Portland there. And 295 looking good from Portland and Augusta, and 95 looking good from Augusta to Holton via Bangor. Okay, let's take a look at MBTA alerts here. Green Line experiencing moderate delays. And now with Green Line, it's looking good here. But the Silver Line is experiencing moderate delays due to traffic here. Commuter Rail, looking good on the ferry day, looking good. Peter Channel News Time is now 5:09 p.m. on this Saturday evening to start off a weather report, and it was a spring preview today. Here, it looked like the spring preview, and even I had to roll up my sleeves on my shirt. It was gorgeous Saturday. People were doing all sorts of outdoor activities here, and Sunday should be more the same here. As we take a look at the radar situation here, seeing some rain showers. East of Mulberry, stretching it up to Pittsfield, and North Adams, stretching it up to Greenfield, and stretching. Zooming out, and it shows some rain showers east of Silver Springs, and stretching up I-87 and down at Vermont, and stretching up the southwestern and central and northern portion of New Hampshire, and around western Maine, central and northern portions of Maine here, west and north of 95 and the Maine Turnpike along Route 2 here, and also sleeting and snowing extreme northern portion of New Hampshire, extreme northwestern portions of Maine here, snowing and sleeting around Lake northern Adirondacks and upstate New York, some rain showers around Augsburg and stretching up upstate New York along I-87 from Silver Springs all the way up to Plattsburgh here, and stretching into the southeast of Quebec east of Montreal here. And we're seeing some snow showers extreme northern portion of Maine, stretching to the northwestern New Brunswick and the eastern portion of Brunswick here. Some snow and sleet and rain showers in eastern portion of Quebec here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this here. For tonight, forecast got about 37 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles an hour here. For Sunday, both sides got about 54 degrees. West about 7 miles an hour, 22 miles an hour. Transportation is 0%. Sunday night, slight chance of rain before midnight. Then a slight chance of rain still between midnight and 1 a.m. Then a chance of snow after 1 a.m. Most costs got about 28 degrees and north about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Transportation 30%. Little no circulation expected. Monday, most sides got about 40 to about 20 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour. For Tuesday, a slight chance of snow showers afternoon. Parts of the most costs got about 38 to about 27 degrees. Transportation 20% on Tuesday, up and down 40% by Tuesday night. Here, Wednesday, a chance of snow before 8 a.m. Then a chance of rain between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Then chance of rain after 11 a.m. class got about 43 degrees. And transportation 50%. Wednesday night, a chance of rain class got about 36 degrees and transportation 50%. Thursday, a chance of rain, most costs got about 51 to about 30 degrees. Transportation 50%. For Friday, parts of the podcast got about 40 about 20 degrees. And Saturday, most sides got about 38 degrees. Currently not 53 degrees with first class, humidity 47%. And that is going to be it for the Peter channel. 5 o'clock news on a Saturday evening, February 12th, 2016. Please have a good evening and a goodbye day. It's here for a late hour report right after sports right up with all the scores after the Bruins Dallas Stars game down in Big D. Have a good evening here.